Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 65. Let's play Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire in the last part. Well, we were doing the mission to deliver the missives from Maya, so let's go speak to her now that we dealt with her problem.
Is he dead? Or must I handle everything myself?
Tua crosses her arms and waist. Yeah, you don't have to worry about your trail any longer.
Is this so?
Tua blinks, saving any hope for when she hears it from Maya.
We took care of it, just like I said we would.
Winking, Maya holds out Atsura's missives. Tua snatches the papers up with a blur, Glancing over the pages, Tua licks her thumb and to turn each sheet. She nods, muttering under her breath.
Everything seems to be in order. I'll see to it that these are addressed in good time.
The edge of her mouth creeps up into a smile. What did Atsura send you?
I'm supposed to pass these down the line and into the next set of hands. More of what you've done here. That's discretion for you.
She tips her shoulder with a lopsided shrug. It doesn't exactly answer my question.
Doesn't it? That's all the answer I have.
Tuana... do you mean Tuara? Okay, yeah, that's Tuara. Tips her head, studying you with a genuine curiosity.
We should be going. It's been an absolute delight.
Maya claps her hand, but Tuara winces at the contact.
That's enough of that, soldier. Atsura will know your performance was adequate.
She pulls back, wiping down her palm.
And you watch her. Rawatai thanks you for your service.
She bows stiffly. Maya, we're discussing what happened here later.
Yeah, I thought we would.
Shrugging, Maya delivers a hard and menacingful salute to Tua, even as the other Rautaian turns, acting in every way a stranger. Okay, so...
I can tell that something's on your mind, and I owe you an explanation.
Maya nods, tipping up her chin and steeling herself.
Twaha is eccentric, I know. Even in the Navy, I never knew what to make of her. You might be asking yourself why one of the tribals would be stalking her, and if that has anything to do with our little mission.
The thought crossed my mind.
I won't insult your intelligence. Of course it does. Atsura is doing important work in the Deadfire. He's bringing peace, order, bounty. Not everyone sees it that way, so he has to keep his intentions quiet. I know the secrecy doesn't look good, but I can promise you that this is for a better Deadfire.
A stalker wasn't just some creep or thief, was he?
Probably not. Leave it to the Huana to distrust a lone Rawataian who knows her business. Doesn't surprise me that they'd want to keep an eye on outsider business, or get in the way of it.
Is there anything else you're not telling me?
Yes, of course there is, and plenty else besides. You think Atsura tells me everything? Whatever he has planned for the Deadfire, I'm only a small part of it. But I still need to protect my part.
So, you're both spies, yeah?
If I pass information from one place to the next, does that make me a spy? I suppose it depends on what side of the fence you're on.
That's all for now.
You have every reason to be suspicious. Just trust me that this is all for the best. I wouldn't lie about that.
Bullshit. See, I thought you'd have known me well enough by now that if you just pay me, I wouldn't have given a shit.
You think
No
it's
one
smart
ever thinks to pay the
want
mercenary
all
there.
these guns?
Fucking rude.
Why not?
Quaint place.
Well, just
The
might
Republic sure
use
know
them.
how to gussy up a
On
village.
each other, most likely.
I'm pretty sure we're missing some people on our ship, or we need some new people. I don't think we need either of those, though. So they can fuck off. Right, by sea, let's leave. So we're going to get ourselves to Tikawara, because I remembered, and we're going to go deliver the other missive for Maya. And then, you know what, I think we're finally going to go see the Brass Citadel. Because I haven't fucking been there yet, and honestly, I'm surprised I haven't. So let's go to Tikawara. No, fuck. Oh, my ship's going the wrong way. There we go. I like how the ship was like, you cunt, you sent us the wrong way. And it's like, yeah, so we're going to get there. We're going to get there probably at a nice pace with our lovely galleon. Because galleons are fucking awesome. It's not actually that slow of a ship either. It seems to be just as fast as our sloop. Or at the very least, fast enough. So Tikawara is actually quite a ways away, so it's, I thought it was a little bit closer than this, but apparently not. Yeah, fuck no. Last time I got caught in one of those, I was stuck in it for fucking weeks. Well, probably about a week, yeah. A plagued ship, I think that says. Yeah, it does. God, my eyesight is shite. Ladies and gentlemen, do not worry, I'm going to be getting some glasses so I can fucking see shit. Although, I'm short-sighted, so I'd really be able to fucking see this shit. It's just I think it was just moving too quickly for me. It don't fucking matter. I want to know, you know what, fuck this. I want to know what this ruined tower is. A narrow wooden tower rises high above you. Above the door is at its base hangs a carved and painted mural of Amira and Agati, engaged in a fierce battle. The tower lists heavily to the side, just a few feet from tumbling over entirely. We'll search in location. Oh, so it's just a search location one. Oh, then yeah, I don't give it. So those ones I can actually start doing now then, because I thought they were like an actual like quest until I saw so many of them. Good old Tikawara. There you go. So we have to. I need to figure out who the fuck the person is. Let's look. So it's that. No, it's wait. Yeah, courier's calling. Harama. Shouldn't be too hard to find, I don't think. I must admit, I do find it very amusing that every every Huana says "I say" after most sentences. It does get a little bit annoying because it feels like 90% of the dialogue is just "I say" at that point. But you know, it's still amusing. So where could he be? I doubt they'd be this close to the Chieftain's Lodge, but you never know. Keep your enemies close and your friends. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. You know, it could be that. Could work off that same mentality. Now that I think about it, why is she at the front?
Step back, all of you.
The broad-shouldered Moor at the center of the bundle takes a cautious step back. His gaze never breaks from the tribesmen who have him surrounded, and his hands never stray far from his weapons.
You've all got the wrong idea. I'm waiting for a shipment of sailcloth from the homeland. Is that going to be a problem?
His expression turns stony as the implied threat crosses his lips.
Then what say you about this? Coded gibberish, or I'm an Orlin.
Someone from the crowd tosses a sheaf of paper to the ground by Harama's feet. The assembled tribesmen mutter their assent.
Damn it. He's about 2 seconds away from starting a brawl. I've got to step in.
Maya follows around. Does this have anything to do with us? Throwing her brow, Maya ignores you and sets the attention on the crowd. She clears her throat loud enough to turn her head in the direction of your party.
One against a mob isn't exactly even. Ever heard of a fair fight?
Maya cracks her knuckles and rolls her shoulders.
Ha! Company warships blow our canoes to splinters, and you call us unfair? You foreign imps are all the same.
Turning to you and Maya, Harama gives away no recognition other than a flicker of gratitude. An angry mob is my least favorite mob.
We will show the trading companies how we deal with Rawatayan spies. Charge, brothers and sisters!
I mean, I'm all for murder, so you know what. Especially that bitch. She seems to really deserve a good stabbing. Alof, I'm lazy. Can you just make this fight a little bit easier? Thank you, Alof.
Show me. Compliment to the queen. Another for the queen. Killing
See?
someone? Oh,
You can't have any. You can't know. There can be no witnesses if there's no body. Because who's going to believe someone died unless there was a body? Let's be honest. And that's those fuckers dealt with. Oh, Azuchi didn't actually join in the fight because he wasn't close enough.
You try to avoid making a spectacle of yourself, and someone forces your hand.
Surveying the carnage, Harama shakes his head.
Now here is a welcome sight.
He turns to face Maya and a smile brightens his features.
Is that little Ashiza? Hop over here, you old terror.
Harama opens his arms, and Maya's bird darts enthusiastically closer, pecking at Harama's skins.
Ishi down. You don't know where he's been.
Maya arches her brow, smiling in spite of herself. Don't I get an introduction?
Captain, this is Harama. We were shipmates on the Flying Buttress.
She nods to him, their eye contact lingering an extra moment.
That's a word for it. You could also say we were...
Loyal servants of the homeland. That's enough out of you.
Maya touches her brow and shakes her head, hiding the hint of a smile.
Afraid this isn't a social visit. This comes from up high.
She passes him a roll of parchment. His demeanor hardens at the moment he unseals the missive. Worming his tongue over his teeth, Harama lifts up the parchment to view it against the light source.
Atsura's up to his tricks again, I see. Thank you, Maya. I've been waiting for this.
That sounds malicious.
Maya, why is he asking?
Harama squinted at you, hesitating to say more.
Captain, later. I promise we can discuss it later. I guess we're done here. It's been, well, sort of like old times. In a good way.
Maya grins, planting her hands on her hips.
Especially seeing you coming and going again. When the dust settles, maybe we could...
He trails off, shifting his weight.
I'd like that. Ishi misses you something awful.
Say no more. Good luck in your travels and other adventures. Ashiza, you keep your feathers clean.
He salutes Maya and steps back with a wink.
I need to check in with Atsura. Mind if we take a detour to the Brass Citadel?
Reporting in on your mission, I take it.
Something like that. Atsura probably wants to make sure I'm not wasting too many resources on his little errand. Nothing to worry about.
Maya shrugs, gesturing to be off.
Oh?
One. Oh, fuck me. That's not tab joke. There we go. Alright, let's just rob these fuckers. But, well, they're dead. It's not rob. If they're dead, is it really robbing?
Alright.
Right, let's get out of here before, a mob, wants to kill me. Oh, look at that beautiful ship, though. It's so nice. So, as I expected, we're going to go to the Brass Citadel.
You probably have some questions about what we've been doing.
Maya sighs, nodding.
We found Harama in quite a state, didn't we? It's no wonder you'd be curious about what's going on. Harama is a sociable type of guy. Getting to know people is as easy to him as breathing is to you or me. Atsura set him loose so he can get to know as many people as possible. I'm being vague, I know. This is what happens when you work for Atsura for too long. He's keeping an eye on Tikawara. Who comes and goes, what sorts of things they discuss. Atsura is committed to a more peaceful Deadfire. But he's just one man. He needs good people to shoulder the burden with him.
So Harama is just eyes and ears.
Only Atsura knows for sure. Harama might not even have all the facts. I certainly don't.
Yeah, that's all for now then.
For what it's worth, you're doing a great thing for the Deadfire. You'll see that someday.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care about getting paid. You should know this by now. I've made it abundantly clear that I don't care about anything but getting paid, and nobody seems to be taking the hint, ladies and gentlemen. They seems to be doing a very shit job of, curtailing a mercenary. Right, to Nekitaka, and to the place we were going anyway, so... Isn't that interesting? Fairly a trading company, and the deck of many things. Still haven't gone to that yet, but at the moment we don't need to. It does contain quite a few baubles, but we only have 40 grand. I mean, 40 grand's nothing on that ship, so... Or at least it feels like nothing with all the good stuff on it. So we'll hold off for now, and we'll go... Damn it. The cards darken in the distance, piling one atop the next, as if the battle was for superiority. A vision-searing thread of lightning forks between the sea and sky, followed almost immediately by a rib-rattling clash of thunder. Someone eyes the storm and spits. I wish the ship had a boatswain. There's no one better to have with you in a storm. The crew looks up to you. Your orders? Assign crew duties. Bode will take this line and lash yourself to the wheel. I don't want you going overboard. Hand out the cooked food to Emma, then put any fires and output any part of the galley. Assign deckhand duties. yeah, everyone into the rigging. I'm not going to read it this time because we have read it before. All hands to the deck, holding course. Hats and cloaks turned against the rain. The crew guide Black Sailor through the unending downpour. Storm rages on. Yeah. The ship rocks intermittently and unpredictably, and soon enough the crew clutch their heads or guts, bent over, double over, buckets squeezed tight between their knees. The beer-filled garog scent of the sick freshens the air. I want you to put your magic weapon medicine me out. Water rises in the distance. Gargantuan swell that bends with the sea around it. It bears down you. God's alive. Break through the wave with magic. Bracing yourself at the bow, you stare into the rising wall of water as you chant, calling on the essence around you and giving it form. The spell rages outwards, shaking the deck and searing away the forward rigging. It tears into the front of the wave, ploughing a liquid chasm through the swell. As the bleak sail sails through, the water flows in and behind around it, and a thunderous roar. And the storm's passed, because fuck you. Is anyone who gained a rank? Most people did. Oswald, you're still shit at your job. But you'll get there. You will get there. we didn't lose any people, that's all that matters. Though we do, for the love of God, need a boatswain. I may just have to train a boatswain up, so... I'm pretty sure I know where the one is, I just need to figure it out. Anyway, to Nekitaka. Beautiful. Let's go supply. Refill ship supplies. Pay for that. We only have a novice cook here. Is there anyone in our party who can already be a boatswain? That's our level 3 cannoneer. I ain't getting rid of a level 3 cannoneer and our helmsman. Well, we do have somebody who can replace the helmsman, but it's not as good as Beodul. No, we'll leave it for now. Anyway, to the Brass Citadel. The city does seem very inefficient, that you have to walk through like the worst place in the town just to get somewhere. Maya scratches the back of her head.
This is where we part ways. For the moment.
What's going on, Maya?
Atsura will want me to report in alone. Sorry, it's company business. I might not be back for a few days on account of this.
Maya chews the inside of her cheek and reaches into her pack. She produces a sealed missive.
I'm supposed to handle this one alone. I won't ask you to come along or get involved.
At first, it seems like she's looking down at Izisha. In fact, Maya is looking down at her feet. I'll go with you. Where we bound?
When I said I won't ask, what I mean is you weren't invited. This is a one-woman, one-bird kind of job. Hey, farm boy, try to keep the captain entertained while I'm gone.
She nods to it here.
Well, take care, Ishi. Expect to see you both back with us.
Go have fun. Chase a god, save an island. Do what you do best, Captain.
Give her just to my regards, I guess. She nods to you, holding your gaze for an extra moment before she clicks her tongue to summon Izishi. Oh, I want to, we're gonna quickly leave so I can get a new party member. We're going to probably take Seraphim because he's the only other party member I like. Mostly because he adds like a sense of comedic timing to everything. Yeah, Maya's busy, so we'll just take Seraphim. Quickly get back to the Brass Citadel. And once we get to the Brass Citadel, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we're going to have to end this part. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you guys next part. See you guys then.